Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Santosh Sarangi ji. Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, NICE, Dr. Mohammad Rehan ji. And Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Shri Abhay Bakre ji, to kindly join on the dais. Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you in the first Green Hydrogen Research and Development Conference organized by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. We are honored to have Honorable Union Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji with us. We are privileged to have Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, respected Professor Ajay Kumar Sood ji as guest of honor. मैं अपेक्षा कर सकती हूँ आप सबसे कि आप मान्य गणों का जोरदार तालियों के साथ अभिनंदन करेंगे. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now I'll request Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Shri Abhay Bakre ji, to kindly welcome Honorable Minister, sir, by presenting a bouquet to him. जी सर, मंत्री जी को आप जी. So, Shri Abhay Bakre ji, our Mission Director, is now presenting a bouquet to Honorable Minister, sir. I request Shri Abhay Bakre ji to kindly present a bouquet to Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, respected Professor Ajay Sood ji, our guest of honor. I request Shri Bakre to kindly present a bouquet to Secretary, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Santosh Sarangi ji. Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Sujit Pillai, Scientist F, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, to felicitate Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, Dr. Mohammad Rehan ji, by presenting a bouquet to him. And I request Mr. Sujit Pillai to kindly felicitate Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Shri Abhay Bakre ji, by presenting a bouquet. Thank you, Mr. Sujit Pillai. And now for the welcome address, ladies and gentlemen, may I request Shri Abhay Bakre ji, Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India. Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, Food and Consumer Affairs, respected Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, respected Secretary MNRE, my colleague, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, senior officials from government, from academia, technical institutions, research bodies, ministries, and dear colleagues. It's indeed a privilege that we are having a gathering of all research institutions, professors, scientists, and experts in the green hydrogen domain. This first R&D conference was it was in fact needed because we launched this mission almost 2 years back, more than 2 years back. And this is an emerging technology. The green hydrogen being an emerging technology, a lot of research was happening, not only within the country, but even outside the outside world. But as we have one of the key objective of this mission to become leader in this sunrise area, it was needed that all our institutions who are doing different works should come together, do a brainstorming, find out the way forward, and also come out with an actionable roadmap in line with the mission objective and also for the for the good for the industry in India. In this regard, today's R&D conference, we are happy that more than 1,000 different scientists have registered, the delegates have registered. Today also we are happy that more than 25 hydrogen startups who have registered and who are displaying their different innovations in the green hydrogen area, which will be this hydrogen expo, as you can see in the banner. We will be inaugurating after this session. And one more thing is that we have a colleague, National Institute of Solar Energy, Director General and his team, who will also be launching the new scheme for startups as part of this session. As I said, it's indeed an honor for me to welcome all of you, welcome the dignitaries on the dais, and we hope that this 1.5-day conference will actually give a very big push for furthering our mission objectives and also making R&D efforts which will actually finally commercialize for the country. And we don't want to wait for 8 years, 10 years, or 15 years. We actually want to do everything by 2030, because by the end of this mission, which is December 2030, we need to become leader, and we hope that we will achieve this ambitious goal. Once again, welcoming all of you and welcoming sir for this inaugural session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shri Abhibhakti, for the opening remarks. I would now request Secretary, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Santosh Satrangi for the keynote address. Please, sir.
Honorable Union Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Food and Consumer Affairs, Sri Prahlad Joshi ji, Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, Professor Sood, Mission Director of National Green Hydrogen Mission, Mr. Bakre, DG of National Institute of Solar Energy, Dr. Rehan, and distinguished guests, scientists, industry leaders, and fellow innovators and startups who have joined us today. As all of you know, India today stands at the threshold of energy transition, and in this, green hydrogen plays a very unique role and provides an opportunity to India to advance its climate goals, strengthen its energy security, and drive industrial innovation. The National Green Hydrogen Mission, which was launched sometime on 4th January 2023, has an outlay of 19,744 crore and is involved in a variety of interventions to further green hydrogen adoption in the country. We have a vision to produce 5 million tons of green hydrogen by 2030, and this has to be annually 5 million ton, which has to exponentially grow to about 25 million tons by 2047. And this NGHM aims to position India as a global hub for green hydrogen production, consumption, and export. I am pleased to inform that significant progress has been made until now, and we recently concluded Site 2A of production and supply of 7,24,000 tons per annum of green ammonia, and in the recent bid which was concluded by SECI, the lowest price offered was 49.75 per kg, which is the lowest discovered price in the entire world until now for green ammonia. Within the variety of interventions that we are doing, research and development forms the foundation of a self-reliant and future-ready India. And in this context, there are different objectives that are likely to be fulfilled through MNRE's intervention in the green hydrogen mission. Some of the areas which we intend to promote is to increase the affordability of green hydrogen production storage, transportation, and utilization, and to enhance the efficiency, safety, and reliability of the relevant systems and processes. The second is to build industry, academia, government partnership to leverage the opportunity to establish an innovation ecosystem for green hydrogen technologies. And the third one is to facilitate scaling up and commercialization of the technological advancement by providing requisite policy and regulatory support. For these R&D initiatives, we have a budgetary outlay of 400 crores, and the phase 1 R&D for about 23 projects have been entrusted, and today as well as tomorrow we will hear a lot more about the progress under these 23 projects which are being supported. And the second call for proposal under R&D scheme has been announced on 14 July, and the deadline for this is 15th September 2025. So I would urge those of you who have innovative proposals to come forward and participate in this second call for proposal, whose deadline is 15 September 2025. Apart from this, joint R&D proposals have been also invited from EU and India research institutions companies on renewable hydrogen production from waste as part of India-EU TTC collaboration. About 34 proposals have been received under this and are currently under various phases of evaluation. As far as MNRE is concerned, we are ready to collaborate and support your efforts through a variety of interventions, whether it is funding, policy guidance, strategic partnership, and together we should build a green hydrogen economy that is affordable, safe, efficient, and scalable. In this context, today our Honorable Minister will be launching the startup ecosystem, which will support a variety of interventions with regard to green hydrogen. And I hope under the able guidance of our PSA, the R&D ecosystem in hydrogen is going to be vibrant, innovative, and would provide context-specific solution to the needs and requirements of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Santosh Sangri ji, our Secretary Sir, for the address. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the privilege of inviting Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, Professor Ajay K. Sood ji, and request sir to kindly address the gathering. Please, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Mr. Prahlad Joshi ji, Mr. Santosh Sarangi ji, Mr. Abhay Bhakre, Dr. Muhammad Rehan ji, all the participants in this first R&D conference, and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to join all of you for the first Green Hydrogen R&D conference. So this R&D conference, in my mind, is not just a meeting of experts. It is a collective pursuit of knowledge, innovation, and national progress in our energy transition. Now, the agenda brings the ecosystem together around a very simple but important idea, namely, India must convert scientific insights into reliable molecules, resilient manufacturing, and real jobs. That's a very simple summary of what we want to do. As you heard, under this national NGHM, the Government of India has set very ambitious yet achievable targets of producing 5 million tons of green hydrogen annually. Now, this vision, as we have seen in the last 1.5 to 2 years, is backed by strategic policy support, financial incentives, and a strong push for domestic manufacturing of electrolyzers and other critical components. And I am sure many of you here would have participated in these efforts. Now, in all this, research and development is the bedrock of a self-reliant and future-ready India. Now, R&D empowers us, as we all know, to solve complex challenges, drive economic growth, and improve the quality of life for every citizen. Now, in today's rapid evolving global landscape, you will all agree that R&D is not optional. Actually, it is essential. So, green hydrogen R&D roadmap, as was just mentioned by Honorable Secretary, was launched on 7th October 2023, followed by operationalization of the scheme, R&D scheme, on 15th March 2024. And in this, as we heard, 23 projects have been supported under the scheme as a first part of and I hope we will get very exciting projects in this also. We have been very critical and choosy in this first phase, and I hope that we will have results from these projects in a meaningful way. As we have covered all the categories, be it production, storage and transport, application and safety, and so on. And strategic hydrogen innovation partnership is being facilitated also under the mission. Now, what we have aimed that this R&D projects oriented, they should be time bound and suitably scaled up to develop globally competitive technologies. MNRE has issued revised scheme guidelines very recently to establish Hydrogen Valley Innovation Centers and Green Hydrogen Hubs. And very soon in this meeting, you will have Dr. Anita Gupta from DST will cover more on the innovation clusters and tell you how these are being taken forward along with DST. Good news is that, as you must have heard, read in the newspapers, then other than various ministries, we also saw Indian Railways. They successfully tested the country's first hydrogen-powered coach at the Integral Coach Factory in Chennai. And I understand from the reports that this they have a program for 1200 horsepower hydrogen train, and many more such initiative will come from other ministries as well. And it includes, I read the Jin Sonipat section of Northern Railway to have the infrastructure and run this green hydrogen trains. Now, it is very evident that the mission has laid a strong foundation, and I will not go further on what has been done. It has been elaborated by Mr. Bhakre and the Secretary. So today I will just speak for a few minutes about what we should do to make this mission a success, so that our laboratories and factories produce solutions that are unique, suited to Indian conditions, and globally competitive on cost and quality. So the message of India for India is unambiguous. We all can immediately vibe with it, that our R&D cannot remain scattered or incremental. It must be mission-driven, benchmarked to global best practices, and aimed at outcomes that are both measurable and scalable. And these are the yardsticks we have tried to apply to phase 1 projects, and we hope that we will be even able to do better in phase 2. So you may ask, where should be our focus? So I'll just mention, I'll reiterate, which all of you probably know it, but it's good to mention, recall what our objectives are. First, our focus should be on electrolyzer innovation. A major R&D problem statement could be the development of indigenous electrodes and membranes for different types of electrolyzer, and we must push material science related to this. Now, PEM stacks, we know they use precious metals as iridium and platinum, and now we need to see how do we go beyond these, and obviously AEM, alkaline electrolyzers, they have a promise. Some of them have been funded because they offer cheaper stacks, and they don't use non-precious metal catalysts. Now, the challenge is in keeping the membrane and the ionomer stable in real plant conditions that include hard water, dust, and carbon dioxide in the air. Now, developing chemically robust polymer electrodes that do not break down in strong alkali should be the industry's homework. And our aim should be that we should run these electrolyzers at a higher current with lower cell voltages, which means more hydrogen for the same electricity, more efficiency, and we use stronger diaphragms that keep hydrogen and oxygen separate while letting ions pass easily. I am saying all this so that we remember what our focus should be, so that we really drive towards that. Second, we must look at storage and transport solutions. Here, needless to say, type 4 cylinders is the need of the hour to be developed in India. We should not be importing them. Type 3 are available. Type 4, that's why our regulatory framework is also limited to type 3 right now. But we should aim for type 4. Now in this, there are some projects which have been funded under National Technical Textile Mission, where I and Dr. Saraswat chair, and we are hoping that effort will lead to type 4 cylinders, making in India and testing in India, because testing is also very non-trivial, and we hope that in the storage area, type 4 cylinders will be developed in coming years. Now, we also need to see, we must integrate hydrogen safety training and so on, and this is something which we have to continue to focus on. The third focus should be our end-use sectors, be it steel, cement, fertilizer, shipping, and long-haul mobility. Again, here, all the ministries are involved. There are projects, all the schemes are being rolled out. But what I am mentioning is towards R&D. So R&D in these applications have to be scaled up, which we have done a few in phase 1, but we need to do more in these sectors. So this is again something we should do. The fourth focus should be that we should not neglect alternate hydrogen production route, which is very well suited to India, namely the biomass route. And this biomass route, we should see how we can do R&D, which really takes this in a commercially viable manner. So this is something which we can think about. And the last one, the fifth one, should be the key R&D and innovation areas of high and low temperature proton exchange membrane fuel cells, PEMFKC, with heat combined cycle, development of planar solid oxide fuel cells, phosphoric acid fuel cells, direct methanol ethanol fuel cell, molten carbonate fuel cell, biofuel cell, development of novel catalysts and membranes, as well as development of fuel cells for remote backup power system. So these are some of the focus areas, and I'm sure the experts here can really see how we can really make it workable. So let me end where I began. India has already built the scaffolding in this mission. The national standard defines the color of the molecule. We have the standards, and we can build the science, the machines, the codes, and the people. And in all the fronts, we need to move. And good news is that under the leadership of our honorable ministers, secretaries in the department, and the mission, these things are going well. My request to all of you, please choose problems that matter to cost, reliability, and safety. Publish when it is really path-breaking, not incremental, and test brutally. My request to industry is, please share data from pilots and invest in Indian tooling. Take the long view. Don't look for short-term gains. The first mover will carry the learning curve. And my request to our standard bodies and regulators, move with the evidence, update codes frequently, and never compromise on safety. And my final request to young engineers, this is your field. We are at the energy transition point. This is where the history is being made, and this is your field as we go along. It will ask for patience and rigor, and your innovative work will change the cost of energy for the poor. And if we do things right, I'm sure which we will do, India will not only meet a target, but we will build a durable capability in electrochemistry, power electronics, materials, and complex systems. So this capability will not only serve green hydrogen mission, but will also have a spillover into batteries, semiconductors, offshore wind, and many other industries. And this will be the holistic growth for our India. And this is what we look forward in a national mission. So once again, thank you for being here in this first R&D conclave. I congratulate MNRE for all the efforts that have been put up, and I wish all the very best along with all of you to take this mission forward on scale. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your innovative and constructive inputs. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ajay Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, was addressing. And now may I request Honorable Minister, sir, to kindly launch the call for proposals on funding scheme for startups. Please, sir. And allow me to share with you that the scheme falls under the pilot project scheme for new and innovative techniques and production methods. Now, Minister, sir, will launch the scheme by presenting a button. Now he's pressing a button. And this is the scheme for all the startups. So NICE will be the scheme implementation agency, and startups may apply for the funding scheme on NICE and Ministry's website from tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. और अब आप सबकी करतल ध्वनि के बीच हम माननीय मंत्री जी से निवेदन करेंगे कि आज के इस अवसर पर अपने आशीर्वचनों से हम सबको अनुग्रहित करने की कृपा करें। माननीय मंत्री जी।
Professor Ajay Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor and Senior Scientist of the country. Shri Santosh Sarangi, Secretary MNRE. Shri Ajay Bhakre, Mission Director, NGHM. All other participants, researchers, innovators, industry leaders and स्टार्टअप के 25 जो लोग इधर आए हुए हैं, तो पहली बार स्टार्टअप में आप लोगों ने इधर आए हैं, आप लोगों के मेरा विशेष रूप से आपका मैं स्वागत करता हूं. एंड अदर डिस्टिंग्विश्ड गेस्ट, द फर्स्ट एनुअल ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन R&D कॉन्फ्रेंस, तो 3 वर्ष पहले हमने इसका मिशन शुरू किया था. काम तो बहुत हो गया है, and but today we are having the first R&D conference. This intention of this conference is to make India a global leader in the green hydrogen. तो ये कैसे कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए आप सब लोग मिलके, रिसर्चर्स, इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स, startups, policy makers, all together, we are sitting here for 2 days to make India the global leader. This conference is not just about the sharing the ideas, it is about the turning the research into the solutions. So whatever the solutions, whatever the researches have been done, that research we should convert it into the solutions. And भारत के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा आशा भी है, होप भी है. दुनिया भी ये सोच रही कि भारत will become the leader in the green hydrogen. We are going to become the green hydrogen hub. When it was launched in 2023, Prime Minister gave us a clear vision to transform the India's energy landscape, achieve true Atmanirbhar Bharat, and make our country global hub for the green hydrogen. With the outlay of 19,744 crore, the mission has 4 strategic pillars: policy and regulatory frameworks, demand creation, R&D and innovation, enabling the infrastructure. Today's conference focuses on the most of the critical of these pillars: research and development. Let me also take the moment to highlight the progress we are making on R&D front under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. This R&D scheme has total, only about this I am talking, only this Green Hydrogen Mission. We have outlay of 400 crore with the 3-year timeline running from 25-26. Under the first round call for the proposal, we have already awarded 23 projects across the several key areas. In safety and integration, 7 projects we have taken up with the support of nearly about 11 crores. And in the area of hydrogen production from biomass, 5 proposals have been recommended. For the hydrogen applications, 7 production have been recommended. The work is continuously going on the research also. And hydrogen production from non-biomass routes, 4 products are being taken forward. These projects are being implemented by some of our finest institutions, like our IITs, IACRs, CSIR labs, as well as by industry partners. In addition, we are evaluating the proposal for setting up the dedicated Center of Excellence under this scheme. This will become a long-term anchors for the hydrogen created by innovation in the country. We launched a second round of R&D proposal on 14th July of this year, and the window of the submission is open till 15th September 2025. I am quite hopeful that a strong participation from the research institution industries, I am quite hopeful on that. On the international front, we are expanding the collaboration as the part of EU-India Trade and Technology Council partnership. Joint R&D proposal were invited, focused on the hydrogen production from the wasteware. I am happy to share that more than 30 proposals have already been received from both EU and Indian institutions, and they are now under the evaluation. National Green Hydrogen Mission sets clear goals, very, very clear. 5 million metric ton green hydrogen each year by 2030. 125 gigawatt of renewable capacity. Investment over 8 lakh crore and 6 lakh new jobs and 50 million tons of less CO2 every year. These are the very, very clear mission. And in just 2 years, we have moved from vision to action. Just a couple of days back, India's first port-based green hydrogen pilot project was launched. As mentioned by Suji, Railway has also launched. And now, the port-based green hydrogen pilot project was launched at Vivo Chidambaram port in Tamil Nadu, making the first port in the country to produce the green hydrogen. In still 5 pilot projects are proving that the hydrogen can decarbonize one of the toughest sectors. In shipping, vessels are being retrofitted and refueling infrastructure is being developed at Tuticorin port. In transport, pilot hydrogen buses and the refueling stations are already on the roads. Means work is under progress. We are already moving ahead. Now we have to move ahead further. For that, this R&D conference is being held here for 2 days here. And in fertilizers, we have just completed India's first ever auction for the green ammonia, and the rate discovered is 49 rupees. That is historically low. This supply Paradeep phosphates to the Odisha will kick off the series of 13 auctions covering more than 7 lakh tons annually. So we can see the green hydrogen is not just a theory anymore. This is happening on the ground. India is proving that green hydrogen is not just a fuel for the fuel of the future. It is the future of today. So you can imagine 10, 11 years back, तो जो भी हम सोचते तो भारत में हो सकता है क्या, ऐसे एक सोच चल रहा था. आज हम इंडिजिनस सेमीकंडक्टर चिप का चल रहा है, सेमीकंडक्टर का ओवरऑल इंडस्ट्री में काम चल रहा है, ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन में चल रहा है, वन नेशन वन सब्सक्रिप्शन, इसका भी काम बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से चल रहा है. हमारा स्टार्टअप्स का संख्या बड़ी मात्रा में, ओवरऑल इन स्टार्टअप्स इंक्लूडिंग ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन, स्टार्टअप्स का संख्या कितने मात्रा में बढ़ गया है। हमारा स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम इज द थर्ड लार्जेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड टुडे, एंड इसके साथ हमारा पेटेंट्स 10-fold ज़्यादा हो गए इन द लास्ट 10 years. Means government is supporting, and our students, our researchers, they are quite talented. उनको एक पुश चाहिए था, वो मोदी जी ने आके शुरू किया है, तो इसीलिए now India, nobody can stop India from marching ahead. This is I am assuring you. We can march and the sky is the limit. And in fertilizers, so on, green hydrogen is not, we are already, हम लोकोमोटिव में है, बसेस ऑलरेडी चल रहा है, ट्रक्स चल रहा है, तो many private industries also, they are working on that. Now, to make this further possible, the green hydrogen standard certification scheme now gives the clarity and credibility. That also we have launched a few months back. Over 140 standards have been adopted, aligning us with the global best practices. 5 new testing facilities have been sanctioned to ensure the safety and the quality. More than 5,600 trainees have already been certified in hydrogen-related qualifications. Waivers on the transmission charges, exemption from the environmental clearances and single window clearances, removing all the bottlenecks in the field. Ports like Kandla, Paradip, Tuticorin are being developed as a dedicated hydrogen hubs, strengthening the India's export potential. Among all these achievements, I am very happy to launch the call for the proposal of the startups to undertake the pilot projects in innovative hydrogen production and utilization technology. As we have all together launched it. With the 100 crores of the support and up to 5 crore per project, the scheme will fund our startups to develop and test the new hydrogen technologies, whether in the production, whether in the storage, transport, or utilization. Friends, at this conference, you will see, you have already witnessed 25 startups showcasing their innovation from electrolyzers manufacturing to the AI-driven optimization to biological hydrogen. These are the young Indian minds working on the world-class solution. I encourage the industry, investors, and the researchers to engage with them, support them, and partner with them. हमारा देश में प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हमारा इंडस्ट्री वाले रिसर्च में पैसा कम खर्च करते हैं, R&D में हमारा पैसा खर्च बहुत कम करता है. So support them, and India will not import the innovation. If आप इतना करते हैं तो India will not import the innovation, and we will innovate in India, for India, and for the world. We will all know hydrogen is a powerful fuel, but safety is non-negotiable. That's why today I am announcing the Hydrogen Safety Panel under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. This panel will guide us. This panel will guide us on the standards, protocols, awareness, and training. It will identify gaps, analyze the incident, and ensure the India adopts the world's best practices while setting our benchmark. According to EY, India can produce the green hydrogen at one of the lowest cost in the world by 2030. ये इनका EY का एस्टिमेट है. वो एस्टिमेट हमको प्रूव करना है. इस R&D कॉन्फ्रेंस में वो चैलेंज है. तो EY ने अगर भविष्यकार कुछ बताता है तो भविष्य प्रूव करने, भविष्यकार अगर को हम मानते हैं तो उनका भविष्य प्रूव करने के लिए हमको ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ता है. तो ऐसे अभी हमको EY का जो रेटिंग एजेंसी ने दिया है हमारे लिए, इंडिया कैन प्रोड्यूस द ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन at the lowest cost in the world by 2030, for that we need to work together. So for that, what I expect is further to reduce the price. हमारे $2 पर इसको लाना चाहिए. Then only we will become not only global leader, हमारा डिमांड भी इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा और भारत में ये पॉसिबल है. इस दुनिया में हमको स्वीकारना पड़ेगा. That will be the situation. That's why challenge is now prove that whatever EY has told, that has to be proved right now. And 30 to 40% of the cost of the green hydrogen is the cost of the electrolyzers and BOP. And this balance of parts and electrolyzers together, इसका cost 40% है. But GST has been reduced from 18% to 5%. So these are all the things. आप सोच सकते हैं GST के बारे में भी जो रिफॉर्म्स अभी नेक्स्ट जेन GST हुआ है. The majority of the things for research, for education, it has become either 5% or in some time 0%. So by this 0.3% to 0.36% GDP growth will be further increased. So in that case, हमारा fuel, हमारा hydrogen, हमारा सब कुछ जो भी है, that overall requirement of the energy, overall requirement of the power will be too huge. And we want to become manufacturing hub. Along with the green hydrogen hub, we want to become the manufacturing hub. So one of the energy is green hydrogen. So for that, cost is important. On that, I hope this R&D conference will come out with some definite solutions. Because of the ecosystem we are building, we will need pipelines, storage, port bunkering, electrolyzer manufacturing, transport, safety systems, skilled workers. In other words, this sector will create lakhs of jobs and thousands of opportunities across the India. Over the next 2 days, our panels and the roundtables will cover the entire value chain from the production, storage, transport, utilization to safety and policy. And I have told the mission director, Sri Ajay Bakre, who is really doing good job, very polite and सबसे मिल के काम करने में बहुत ही अच्छा एक आदमी है. तो most humble person. तो मुझे तो ये मेरा असेसमेंट है, ये रेलवे का अधिकारी है. तो ये रेलवे में रहते तो चेयरमैन रेलवे बोर्ड भी बन सकते थे, लेकिन as a passion he has been remained here to work for the green hydrogen. So really we should congratulate him, we should thank him. So I have told him that क्लियर आउटकम के साथ इस R&D कॉन्फ्रेंस आप लीड करिए, ऐसे मैंने उनको बताया हूँ, रिक्वेस्ट किया हूँ. He must ensure that the recommendations are handed over to the ministry and to me, and we will all, my office and our ministry will look into it in detail, and all the necessary decisions will be taken very fast, and the direction, I will issue the direction to ensure that actionables are immediately implemented. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Modi, we have transferred our renewable energy sector into one of the world's fastest growing sectors. Today, half of the Indian's power capacity comes from the non-fossil fuel sources. 50% of our installed capacity is from non-fossil fuel today. 10-11 वर्ष से पहले आप ये सोचते तो कोई भी मानते नहीं थे, क्योंकि हमारा 2.4 गीगावाट सोलार था. आई डोंट वांट टू रिपीट ऑल दोज थिंग. विंड भी बहुत कम था. लेकिन टुडे वी आर 130 gigawatt of the solar, total 250, nearly about 250 gigawatt of the renewable energy. भारत में बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में बदलाव हो रहा है. With all these problems, our GDP is 7.8% in the first quarter, and second quarter estimate भी वही है. देश आगे बढ़ रहा है. हमको इसमें कंट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए, एंड वी आर द यंग कंट्री, वी आर द यंगेस्ट कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, एंड वेरी ब्राइट पीपल आर देयर इन इंडिया. हमारा आईक्यू, हमारे यंग स्टूडेंट, यंग लीडर्स का, यंग स्टूडेंट्स का, यंग रिसर्च का आईक्यू बहुत अच्छा है. सो वी कैन डू वंडर्स, एंड टू सपोर्ट Prime Minister Modi is there. You just don't worry. Whatever you need for the research, for the good of the country, for the development of the country, for the research of country, आगे बढ़ने के लिए मोदी जी के नेतृत्व है, और जो मोदी जी डायरेक्शन देते हैं वो काम करने के लिए हम लोग हैं. अब चिंता करने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. लेकिन वी वांट रिजल्ट्स. हमको आगे बढ़ना है. अभी इतने दिन डेवलपिंग कंट्री कितने दिन करने वाले हैं. वी वांट टू बिकम डेवलप्ड कंट्री. विकसित भारत है, सिर्फ सोच नहीं है, कल्पना नहीं है. वी आर गोइंग टू बिकम द डेवलप्ड कंट्री. 1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी से 2 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बनने के लिए 50 ईयर्स 60 ईयर्स लगा. हम 2 से अभी 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी पर जा रहा है. वी आर गोइंग टू बिकम द 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी वेरी शॉर्टली. दीज आर द थिंग्स हैपनिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस which were never imagined. So we have got huge opportunities. तो इसलिए मैं आपको और एक बार आग्रह करता हूँ. बाकी सब तो चीज़ है, लेकिन इसी के साथ जो हमारा कॉस्ट का इश्यू है, जो भी मुझे मिलते हैं, हमारा सारंगी जी से मिलते हैं, भाकरे जी से मिलते हैं, एक ही वाक्य कहते हैं, थोड़ा प्राइस कम होना चाहिए, कॉस्ट कम होना चाहिए. On that you please work out. We are all there with you, and whatever support for research, innovation. हम पेरोस्काइट के भी बारे में भी हम गए थे, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस में गए थे, इंडियन IIT में गए थे. हम बोल क्या है, आपको पायलट स्केल पर चलाने के लिए हम पैसा इकट्ठा करके देंगे. वी आर रेडी टू टेक रिस्क. ये प्रधानमंत्री जी ऐसे है, इज द पर्सन हुम आई हैव सीन इन माय लाइफ. मेरा भी 35 इयर्स का पॉलिटिकल एक्सपीरियंस है, जो रिस्क लेने का, पॉलिटिकल फील्ड में रहते इतना रिस्क लेने वाले लीडर मैं कहीं भी नहीं देखा हूँ. ऐसे प्रधानमंत्री आज हमको मिला है. सो यू गो अहेड, यू मार्च अहेड. द गवर्नमेंट इज विथ यू, बट वी वांट टू बिकम, रियली वी वांट टू बिकम ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन हब. हम दुनिया के हब बनना चाहते हैं. इसलिए आप सब लोग, मैं आपसे अपेक्षा करता हूं, आप पूरा हार्डवर्क, इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद भी आप रिसर्च करते रहिए. एनीथिंग, एनी रिसर्च फॉर, उसके लिए कोई भी सपोर्ट है तो मैं आपके साथ हूं. इतना ही कहते हैं. आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. नमस्कार.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for your support and motivation. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Union Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji. And with this, we sum up, we conclude our inaugural session. And now, Honorable Minister, sir, will inaugurate the Startup Expo. So we thank Honorable Minister, sir, Principal Scientific Advisor, Professor Ajay K. Sood ji, Secretary, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Yeah, of course, sir, ji. Shri Santosh Sarangi ji, then Director General NICE, Dr. Mohammad Rehan ji, and Mission Director, NGHM, Shri Abhay Bakri ji. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have arranged high tea for all of you. So we have a tea break of half an hour. So please do reassemble here in this hall after the tea break, because we have our awardees with their presentation. So they will showcase their projects. So please do join us after the tea break. Thank you so much for now. Thank you. And let me share about the Startup Expo. So we have 25 startups displaying innovative green hydrogen technologies at the Startup Expo in this conference. And the startups will also be present at the expo till tomorrow evening. So do explore, do visit expo starter. Thank you for now. Thank you so much.
एक सेशन और एक के बाद पानी लगाना पड़ेगा अच्छा यहाँ से बताएगा फिर पानी मत लगाओ फिर